The Developmental Behavioral Approach, Head Start, Boys and Girls Club of North Central Florida. Historical influences. Maturationists believe that development is independent of experience. Constructivists say that it is not entirely true. There needs to be a match between developmental level and experience. The problem of the match. Providing materials for children at the right time in the right way is a concern for teachers. Materials should lead to rewarding experiences, and children should feel proud that they do it themselves. Learning from success. Teachers break learning down into small steps and reward the success of mastering the little steps. Children then are motivated to learn more. Environmental arrangements. A prepared learning environment matched to each child's current skill levels. Materials and activities sequenced in small enough segments to provide both success and challenge. Emphasis on learning through play and active involvement with appropriate materials. Responsive teachers who serve as guides and facilitators rather than instructors. Every child can learn. Teachers need to believe that every child can learn. There needs to be a responsive learning environment. Reinforcement procedures, behavior principles. A or antecedent that precedes a behavior, B or behavior, C or consequence that follows a behavior. Negative reinforcement, strengthen behavior by removing an unpleasant consequence. Intrinsic reinforcement, feelings of accomplishment from completing a task, discovering something new or solving a problem. Positive reinforcement, a pleasant consequence for doing a behavior, increasing its likelihood. Adult social reinforcement, children turn to adults to see how to react to behaviors. Teacher behaviors that have a strong impact on children. Verbal responsiveness, descriptive praise, physical proximity, physical contact, physical assistance, providing things that children want. Natural and logical consequences. Natural consequences occur without teacher intervention. Logical consequences set up by adults as a result to a child's behavior. Withdrawing or withholding reinforcers. Taking away a desired object as a result of a behavior. Teachers may ignore behavior, remove materials that are causing the behavior, remove the child from the activity. Incompatible behaviors. Two behaviors that counteract each other cannot be present at the same time. Example, walking and running cannot occur together. Catch the child being good. When the child is being good, praise the child, increasing the appropriate behavior. Punishment stops the behavior for the moment, but does not cause behavior to change. Side effects of punishment effects are undesirable. If you yell to stop a behavior, you are modeling yelling. The children begin to yell. Discipline versus punishment. Punishment stops the behavior for the moment, but nothing is gained. Discipline guides a child to learn a new response or behavior. Reminders, redirections, and reprimands. Remind a child of the expected behavior. Redirect them to a different behavior. Reprimand with a verbal warning to stop a behavior. Sit and watch. Child sits at the edge of the play activity and watches. Child learns consequence. Child learns appropriate play. Timeout, used as a last resort. All reinforcement is removed. Children do not learn what to do in timeout, just what not to do. Task analyst is breaking down a task into small steps that can be rewarded upon accomplishment, builds confidence in the child to be independent. Observation and task analyst. Teacher observes a child doing a task. Teacher sees the child needs help. Teacher breaks down the task into small steps for for the child. Teacher rewards the child for success at each step. Prompting, fading, cueing. Physical and verbal prompts help the child. Fading is the removing of prompts as a child becomes confident. Some prompts may be physical. Guide the child through the steps to be independent. Amount and timing of reinforcement. The amount varies from child to child. It needs to be enough to change the behavior, but not so much that the child expects it. Timing needs to be close to the behavior so that the child knows what is being rewarded. Praise. Praise should be real and descriptive. Avoid using good boy or well done. Tell the child what was good or well. Praise it so the child feels good about himself or herself, not just pleasing others. Shaping. Reinforcement for an approximation of the behavior occurs naturally when the child is developing language. Can be very systematic as the children are learning skills. Children learn by watching. Model the behavior they see. They learn through the television, their peers, their parents, and caregivers. Do as I say, not as I do, is ineffective teaching. Competition is inappropriate. Comparing children's progress to another child does not improve development. Children should be compared to their own earlier learning. Children then compete to better themselves rather than to beat someone else. It takes someone special to teach someone special.